living when it's one thing right after the other. The nerve of these. Miss me, I know it's been 15 long days since I've been away. Tell me you waiting at home with the baby and tell her that daddy's so proud of the way. She teaching her mama and daddy to be more like kids and still handle the biz on the road. Cause I got a dream that I never could seem to say. Excited to see where it goes. I love the environment. I could provide you with just like a writing about you in these songs. You taking me higher, no need for a lighter. The spark of my fire inspired this poem.
Couple weeks I had to leave, now coming back off road. Tell me you love me and tell me you love me and tell me you love me and don't let me go.
From the West Coast, we're coming to you live from the NFL's newest and the world's most expensive stadium, state-of-the-art SoFi here in Inglewood, California. Today, we have an NFC fighting store between the Chicago Bears and the Los Angeles Rams. Ball is teed up. Joshua Carty to do the honors. And here we go from L.A. Here's a return from the 7. And a decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30. Offense out now to get us started. It's 1st and 10.
Check, Panther. Ready?
Here's the lone back on the handoff. And that carry only nets one on the plunge up the gut.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Katie. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on 2nd.
Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on 2nd down.
Get it.
Bennett makes the grab in bounds left side. And they'll take him down after he advances this up to about the 43. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the first. And that right there is about the best you could hope for against double coverage. Good chunky yards, and more importantly, Brock, you don't get burned taking a risk.
Yeah, it's really the defense that gets burned, and that is just demoralizing. You got double coverage, you got what you want, and 2 guys can't stop one.
And that tackle stops him after a solid gain.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for on 1st down. Textbook. It sets up 2nd and very manageable, and then creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
Let's go now. Go.
Now Bennett. Completed over the middle. And they haul him down after a gain of a couple. Leaves him in need of 1 more yard here on 3rd down.
It takes a certain level of fearlessness, craziness to work over the middle of the field in this league. You're fighting through guys as you go, and all the while you know you can take a lick at any time.
Ready, ready.
3rd down, 1 yard to go.
Come on, come on. Set. 19 Tiger, 19 Tiger. 70 Timberwolf. Ready.
Looking to throw on 3rd and 1. This connects with Higgins. And he works this to the 38 before going now. Give him 9 on that play, and it's enough for the first. Now, the completion rate is strong, partner. The yards, you got to imagine, will start to come soon enough.
You never go broke taking a profit, and you know this one too, Kate. The crumbs always lead to...
Oh, the cookie. Now I'm hungry.
On the set.
Offense executing early. New set of downs at the 38-yard line.
Smash, smash.
They'll run here on 1st down. That one only good for a couple. It's 2nd down.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
They give it to him again. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. They got 2 yards there, and that leaves them with 3rd down and 5.
It'll be this group's job, watching the film, to find all these plays, the ones that amount to really very little statistically, and identify what was needed to just make them a little bigger, stretch them further. Afterthought plays now, they could be the big games of next week.
And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
Hey, Kate, they don't rightly care who it's going to go to in that situation. All they really care about are the results on 3rd down. And that's exactly the result they needed, enough to keep this drive moving.
Connects on the crosser. He's got his guys into the red zone before someone can force him out. Give him 13 on that play. And that's going to be good for an LA first down.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. And a lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
And he sneaks this through the middle, maybe a gain of 2.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
Bennett throwing here. Rose caught. And he'll get this inside the 10 to the 9.
Well, that's a modest little drag route, but if you ever just need a safe, short gain on the throw, that's a go-to route to target.
So now here's 3rd and 5.
Go.
To throw, here's Bennett. Buys time, rolling right. Almost had 6, but can't find him in the end zone. Incomplete. Okay, already a big decision to make on your opening drive, Brock. Is this 4-down territory, or do you take the field goal and be happy to start off with some points?
Well, remember, Kate, and I think we're going to see this all year long. This new kickoff rule is real. You know, that ball now coming out to the 35-yard line, it affects the data and the decision-making. You're going to see more and more teams be aggressive, and I would be. With how well they were eating up yards and first downs, you know that kicker wanted to come out for a PAT, but he'll take a field goal, and he'll take 3.
That's going to be taken in at the 8. Pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. Chicago bringing the offense to the line. It's 1st and 10. Williams off the play fake. He'll check this one down. Complete to the fullback. He's taken down, but not before he gets this one to the 41. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12. Only a solitary field goal so far as we're through 1 quarter. Just 3-0 is our score. We'll return to Inglewood in just a moment. We're back and all set for the 2nd quarter. Bears football. They're looking at first down here. They send the tight end in motion. First down throw by Williams. Throw left side is hauled in by Loveland. And they will stop him as he gets this down to their 39-yard line. It's a gain of 21 yards to pick up that first down.
That's just awesome, Kate. A little bit of multitasking on that catch. Primary focus, as I always say, is you got to catch it first. But out of the corner of his eye, he knew exactly where to go, and he gets a bunch of yak on top of it.
First down, Williams. Finds him over the middle. And they take him down right along the 30.
Hey, you like these results on first. That completion right there, right in the window where all options are now available to you on second down. That playbook wide open.
At the Rams' 30-yard line.
Running for the marker on second. They stop him just in time. He got back to the line, but denied the yard they needed. 3rd down coming up.
An offensive group really hoped he was going to get it all right there, reset it back to first down. But instead, defense, well, they're not going to let anything come easy. And their fight is giving them a chance to stall things out. And 3rd and short.
And his short gain gets them a new set of downs.
That is your old school meat and potatoes call right there. Don't even think about throwing it. Just rush it ahead and get what you need.
Going to the ground again on first. And they're going to bring him down as he makes it all the way to the 12. That play gains 15, and it moves the sticks.
You want to drain some of the excitement, some of the noise from a home stadium? It's exactly how you do it when you go on the road. Run it right down their throat from the jump.
Williams with a quick pass out wide. And he drives this forward to the 6.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4. And the Rams.
After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. Williams from the gun. And he'll score. Touchdown, Chicago. The Bears finish off their opening drive. Well, we all know, Brock, you want your players to get better as the game goes on and as they settle into a contest. But, man, it is tough to imagine this guy getting any better than he was on that opening drive, huh?
Yeah, you hear me all the time just talk about getting a quarterback in a rhythm, right? Yeah. Just feel of the game. Yeah, you can't be much better than that. A perfect 5 for 5, and to finish it off for 6, that is a sweet feeling heading to the sidelines.
Starting from the 5. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down.
Take over first and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
LA offense all set. Here's first and 10. They'll go play action. That one's complete, right side. And he will have this across that 40-yard line before they manage to stop him. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a first down.
Let's go now. Hawk 70, Hawk 70. Cougar 19.
Looking to throw, Bennett. He's going to get a hand in there and knock that one away. So second down now after the incompletion.
Fairly safe to say as that one falls incomplete this first half so far, well, it's not met the standard they set for themselves.
Ready, set.
No luck on first down. Here's second and 10. Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And his fight good enough to gain about 4. It's third down. Not much scoring to this point as we've reached our 2-minute warning. More football from SoFi in just a moment. 3rd and 6 for them to figure out now.
70 Ranger, 70 Ranger.
Throw here, third down. Couldn't connect right side, it's incomplete.
That is just a nice stretch of some reps there defensively. Really one of the areas when you watch college game to the NFL game that there is a vast difference, and that's the tightness of coverage. These windows of opportunity are small, and they could not find a completion.
And something on the return, but not much as it still ends inside the 20.
18-yard line.
Bears making their way up to the line. Here comes first and 10. Here's the handoff. And they sent it straight ahead, but the front stops him after a gain of 3.
That's the kind of yardage that's not going to kill this drive on the first play, but it does put you a little bit behind schedule. Now second down becomes critical because nobody wants a 3 and out.
After the 3-yard pickup, it's second and 7. Back to the well again. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. It's a pickup of 3. They're going to need 3 more now on third down. Out of the gun, here's Williams. Escapes the pocket. And they get to him as he was trying to make something happen. And the defense comes through. That's going to back him up and bring up fourth down. Chicago brings out the punting unit. Only punted once in last week's loss, and he gets this one away. His work begins at the 31. And that return's going to leave him enough time to squeeze in 2 plays here if they want before the half.
At their own 37-yard line.
Good field position for the Rams as they get ready. First and 10. Here's Bennett. Gets everything he has under this one. Defender's there. It's intercepted. And the Bears might be able to get some points late after the interception.
You know what this is, Kate? This is the practice field coming to life, really on both sides of the ball. Right, you watch defensive coaches preach all the time, and they work on these returns to get to the near sideline, everybody to get a block. And then for those offensive players to show the effort to go chase that down so it's not a pick six, yeah, it stinks for the offense, but that was the practice field coming to life for everybody to see.
The Rams kicking team is ready, and they're going to send this one away. His return starts at the 5. Coverage team gets him down to the 26-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
All right, working from the gun to start. First and 10. Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And that's going to be a gain of 8 on first down.
That run may not have gotten you a first, but sure, a nice little run to set the table.
Brings up second and 2.
Nice run last play. Sets up second and 2. Working from the gun, Williams. Right side, reeled in by Pitts. And they're going to bring him down just a moment before he's able to break it across midfield. He picks up 15 on the play. And that'll be first down, Chicago.
You want to become a quarterback's best friend, do that. Turn a short little gain, a short little pass into some yards after catch, and that quarterback will find you again.
Williams on first down. It's his fullback. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field.
Well, he saw his guys pick up the blitz. Well, he felt them pick it up anyway if he wasn't looking at him. But with their effort on his behalf, I think this QB felt owed to them and the group up front to find somebody to get a completion, so that effort up front wasn't in vain.
Throwing now out of the shotgun. On the move, headed right. And this one's not going to connect. Knocked away, and that failure to connect, Brock, means it's third down. So first time we've seen one of his passes hit the ground this game, Brock. He had been perfect before that one.
Well, we hear it and we know it, right? The team that makes fewer mistakes in this league typically wins the game. Yeah, that was what would you call a first mistake throwing the ball, and they still got the lead thanks to earlier efforts.
Alfonso Dunze running the slant. He makes the catch, but is hit before he can get that first down. They say he's maybe a yard short.
All you can do is shake your head sometimes. Sure, the pass play works, but they come up just an inch or two short for the first down.
And the QB keeps it on the sneak. And forget this first down. He's mad as he got to the line. They're not going to get this. This is a turnover on downs.
Yeah, I don't care that they didn't get it. Still the right call in that situation. It's a little too long for a field goal, and a punt really nets you very few yards. The decision-making was sound. It was the execution that let them down.
That one's incomplete. Had the connection, but some stone hands got in the way there. Trying to get it to T. Higgins. And now it's second down.
This defense, they had a plan. And they've done an excellent job executing it. Instead of a main character, they've reduced this receiver to a footnote. Kudos to the job collectively on defense.
Catch is made down the right sideline. Touchdown, Los Angeles! The Rams start the second half with some needed points. And that right there, Brock, is a touchdown I think our fellow broadcaster Greg Olsen would be proud of. A big strike to the tight end that I don't think a lot of receivers could have pulled off and make it look as easy.
You know, a lot of times you're splitting hairs talking about the differences between tight ends and receivers at this level, because a lot of those guys, they work the same route tree and they move with the football, well, just like their receiver teammates. And they can score some lengthy touchdowns too, just like he showed off.
And that one bounces through the end zone for a touchback.
at their own 35-yard line.
The Bears with some nice field position as they get set. 1st and 10. Plowing up the middle. And he's all the way across midfield down inside that 45-yard line. A big play, 23 yards to move those chains.
Those unsung heroes, those big guys up front on the O-line, let's give them a little love right here, Kate. They don't always get the attention they deserve on the broadcast, but let me tell you, they played a huge role in that big old run.
1st down, and they go right back to it. And they'll surrender just a lone yard. That brings up 2nd down.
Okay, this is why you got to be careful to just run it always on 1st down. You got to break your tendencies. Casual fan, well, that casual fan knew what was coming, but more importantly, this defensive front did too.
Shotgun snap, looking to throw. To the left and hauled in by Odunze. And he's out of bounds, just short of the 30. That's a pickup of 9. And it'll be 1st down Bears. Off the play fake, Williams. Flushed out of the pocket. He's going to keep it this time. And he's going to be out of bounds. Looks like a yard or 2 short of the 25.
Well, you don't get the 1st down, but I'll tell you this, Kate, that drives the defense and the defensive coordinator nuts. They do everything right. They win, and yet still QB makes something out of nothing.
Offensive line, this is 2nd and 4. Lone back gets the handoff. He's unable to get away from that tackle. Good work by the defense. Nothing gained on 2nd down.
These big D tackles in this league, they love weaponizing their size right in the middle of the field. It is so hard to clear lane against him. And once he got his paw on him, it was dead on arrival.
Williams to throw on 3rd. It's his running back. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
When there's heat, that blitz coming off the snap, that QB's eyes, you could see it right away. He got to his check down in a hurry. But, Kate, here's the key. Quarterback and running back have to be on the same page. The 2 were right there. You netted some positive yards.
2 on the pickup there, and it's going to be 2nd and 8.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8.
Biggie Angels! Biggie Angels! Biggie Angels! Hot Spurs! Hot Spurs! Hot Spurs! Hot Spurs!
Williams to throw. Completed over the middle. And they're going to have 1st and goal when we begin our 4th quarter. After 3 quarters, we're still neck and neck. Neither side has been able to fully separate. Well, we didn't see either side separate through 3. It's all tied at 10 to begin the 4th. Could take the lead with a field goal, Brock, but thinking touchdown here as they get set up 1st and goal. They'll try and punch it in. And he gets in. Touchdown. The Bears take a 4th quarter lead. Well, this has definitely been a tight one throughout, Brock. So now that they've taken the lead, the question becomes, can they hold on to it?
And that question right there is one the defense has to answer. But this sure had the look of a drive where a coaching staff challenged that offense, saying, hey, we need a big drive from you guys right here. And sure enough, that offense delivers.
Yeah, no doubt. The Bears kicking team all ready to go, and they kick this one away. Returning it from the 4. And in the end, Brock, a pretty exciting touchback as the return comes out to the 30.
Trailing by 1 score late here, Kate. Maybe this is the return. Maybe this is what helps them get right back into it. Good field position now to start their most important series yet of this game.
Look at that power, deep left side. And they can't connect on the deep look. Still a couple of snaps to play with, though, here. We've got 2nd down.
That's what I call complimentary defense right there. That pressure by the group up front, that leads to the incompletion and to the benefit of that secondary.
He's going to throw again on 2nd down. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete.
Incomplete.
Okay, this defense finally said enough, ripped up that script. They have seen him be way too productive. Time to start fighting him for every single throw.
That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
Okay, I've talked to you over the years, the transition to the NFL where the windows to throw are small. On third down, smaller. Put dime defense on the field, and those windows become almost non-existent.
Fair catch called for, and he's got it right near the 30-yard
The
line.
Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
Chicago bringing the offense to the line. It's 1st and 10. Blown back in the backfield, and they give it to him. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play. So some immediate revenge for that last play, Brock. I don't know. What do you think? Is it going to take away the pain from giving up that big run the prior play?
Not necessarily, because it really does take a group failure to give up a big run like that in the NFL, but it also takes a whole lot of teamwork to knock them behind the sticks. Job well done there.
And he's short of first after a mile gain.
As quarterback, Kate, you got to hope that those crumbs don't just lead to the cookie in the passing game. A short scramble like that may open up a bigger one down the road.
Six yards to go here. It's 3rd down. Third and long. They're going to throw. That one complete to Pitts. And he's going to be touched down as he gets him enough to pick up the first down.
Good luck defending that short yardage slant. Just not going to happen. There's a reason. This is a go-to play for just about any quarterback in every situation.
From the 40-yard line now. This is 1st and 10. Williams off the play fake. That throw behind his intended target.
Once that quarterback broke the pocket, kind of turns into like a zone read option a little bit. Kate, you got a couple choices. Keep it yourself or try to force the throw. There was nowhere to go. He really should have used his legs.
Williams on the play action. Looking right, and he finds him. And he's going to go out with a pickup of 3, so chipping away a few here ahead of this 3rd down.
There's no question, Kate, that the big plays down the seam or what make tight ends a fan favorite, but it's those type of catches right there. The short yardage, it gets good coverage, contested catches that really make tight ends a locker room favorite.
Looking to throw. He's able to hit Felton. This is caught. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your 3rd downs. It's a money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
Blown back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. And he's going to take this down to the 31 before he gets taken down. The big play nets him 17 yards. And that'll be 1st down Chicago. We've set it downs for him from the 31. On 1st down, they'll run. Gets it to the 15. Touchdown, Chicago! The Bears go up by 2 scores as they try to put this one away. Well, Brock started small at first, but then he found that lane, and it was a race to the end zone from that point on.
And it takes a little bit of everybody. How many times do we hear these coaches tell us, if you're going to get a run play for a big gain, it takes the whole group, all 10 of them around him have to do their job. Got to block up front, receivers got to block on the perimeter. They all get it done, and a big chunk run follows.
The Bears kicking team all ready to go, and they kick this one away. And he's going to field this one in the end zone without a return. So that's going to bring us out to the 35-yard line.
35-yard line.
Good field position for the Rams as they get ready. 1st and 10.
Let's go now.
Rolling from the gun here. Finds a man. Mason Taylor has it. And he's going to take this down to the opposing 44. It's a gain of 21 yards to pick up that 1st down.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
They've got 3 timeouts and the 2-minute warning left for them. We've got 1st and 10.
70 Timberwolves. Ready?
Bennett. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's taken down at the 30.
Ready, set.
Down a couple of scores, but still some time left and 3 timeouts as well. It's 1st and 10.
Ready. Cougar 19. Go.
Throwing now off the play action. Bails out of the pocket quick. That one falls to the turf. Couldn't hang on. It's incomplete. Looking for his wide receiver there. And that'll bring up 2nd down. Well, he already has himself 1 interception in this game, partner, and throws like that are going to find him another if he isn't careful.
Yep, those are the throws you want to intersperse and sprinkle into your passing game. Because if they become the norm and you're constantly thrown into coverage, that's when 1 pick becomes 2, 2 becomes 3, and on and on.
Down a couple of scores, but still some time left and 3 timeouts as well. It's 1st and 10. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. 2nd down coming up.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
Ready.
They are throwing it again. Made the throw as he was getting hit, Brock, and it's incomplete. No luck finding his receiver that time. And that's going to leave him with a tough 3rd and long. Still 10 yards to get this 1st down as they come to the line. Now to throw. Throw is caught. And he's going to have enough for the 1st down. Not by much, but he got it. That's all that matters. Sets him up with a 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 4-yard line.
Go.
Running this one off right. And the defense holds, Brock. They catch him at the 4. He only gets back to that line of scrimmage. Now the Rams will use the 1st of their timeouts. 2nd chance at 6 here. It's 2nd and goal.
Get it.
Bennett throwing here. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. T. Higgins, the intended receiver. And now it'll be 3rd and goal. Extra DBs out there now as they try to end this drive. To throw. And don't leave just yet, fans. He's got it for the touchdown, and there's still a small chance, Brock, that this one isn't over. Slant route, as it does so many times every game we call, Brock. Paying dividends. Made that touchdown look a lot easier than it was.
An uncontested release that close to the end zone spells disaster for a defense every time, Kate. You got to have a whole lot more physicality at the point of attack because a QB is always going to be looking for that short little slant near the goal line. I've heard great receiver coaches say, watch your fingers wrap around the ball. You know, it's pretty clear he should have had that one, and he didn't get the job done. And 2 points, well, they're left on the table.
All right, that lead cut down to 8 after that score, and the kick is away. Return coming from the 6. Showing a little burst so far. They're going to track him down, but a nice effort in the end there, Brock. He's up to the 38. Some nice field position here. Bears getting set. 1st and 10. Trying the right side. And he'll be stopped after just about a yard. 2nd and 9 coming up.
This offense is now left with some ground to make up a little bit here on 2nd down. After that drive starts, a very minimal gain.
Following that little 2-yard run, it's 2nd and 8. So the Bears come away with the win. And just a week after being soundly defeated, they're back out there playing a...
Take that pain, pass it down like bottles on the wall. Mama said her dad's to blame, but that's his daddy's fault. Oh, there's no one left to call. You stay up counting down the days till you make your escape, but you're afraid you can outrun what's running through your veins. Oh, you're carrying